Okay, so if anyone bakes or knows someone that does bake, then you would know how easy it is to mess up a cake. Did not mean for that to rhyme. Like, you could either mess up a cake by over baking it, or if you bake it and for some reason it just crumbles, or some weird disaster that tends to happen. It's a really, really simple fix. Cake balls have made eating a cake a tasty treat on the go that is easy to make. So, what I'm going to go over is the history, the ingredients, and how to make them. So, they made up cake balls by, most people know how professional bakers make these really fancy cakes where you have to cut the sides of them to make weird designs. They wanted to use that leftover cake, so they crumbled it up more, added frosting to it, and made cake balls. So, now to the ingredients. First is just like a regular cake mix, like the box cake mix you can buy from the store, or you can make your own if you know how. So you just mix it up, bake it like normal, and, which is what I did, you guys will be moved to that. Mix it up, bake it like normal, and then you have to let it cool so you can touch it with your hands. It's easier to crumble like that, because that's what you have to do next, to crumble it up. And once it's crumbled, you add the frosting, which is another part of the ingredients, and mix that up with your hands. If you mix it up with your hands, it's a whole lot easier than trying to use a spoon, because then it sticks to your hands and not the spoon. It's easier to handle. So you have to mix it up until it's like Play-Doh. I'm sure everyone knows what Play-Doh feels like. That's the consistency you need. So keep mixing it, and then use your hands again and roll them into ball shapes. That's how they get the balls. That's it. You don't use, like, I didn't use a scoop. You can, I guess. Ice cream scoop. But, yeah. And then you have to just let them sit. And the reason you let them sit is because it makes them harder, I guess, not as squishy, so you can cover them with whatever you want to cover them with. I used almond bark, so you can use almond bark. Or you can make your own frosting. I know a girl in my grade, Hannah Schaefer, makes her own, like, donut frosting. Just like sugar and milk. Powdered sugar and milk, my bad. Or water. Whatever one you want to use. That's it. You just mix it together until you want the right thickness. After they set, I used almond bark. You melt it in the microwave in a bowl. I used 2 forks. And you, like, I don't know the right word for it. Basically just twirl it around until it's all covered how you want it. Again, let them sit so it hardens. Because if you pick it up, it's going to get all over your fingers and be really messy. But if you let it sit and harden like it's supposed to, then you can take a bite of it and it shouldn't crumble. And then just wait for them to sit and pack them up. That's what I did. And then you can decorate them any way you want. That is just more almond bark. Just drizzled it on top of it, different colors. I think you might be able to dye the almond bark, but I'm not sure. Like just food coloring. Or I saw this picture online that had Angry Birds, but it was like a popsicle kind of thing. It was cake balls, cake pops, my bad. It was like an Angry Birds. So, after seeing all of this, that's on my PowerPoint. After seeing all of this, you should be able to go home and make them yourselves. And if you are ever going on a trip and your parents are like trying to figure out what to make for or to get for the snacks, you can always make cake balls because it's that easy.
Excellent.